Hello everyone, today we will do some examples and questions of chapter 12 congruent triangles of R.D. Sharma. We will start with example number 2, which is AB is equal to AC and angle ACD is equal to 120 degree. We have to find angle A. So we will start with in line BCD. You can see that angle ACB plus angle ACD is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because of linear pair of angles. Now angle ACB is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree. Therefore angle ACB is equal to 60 degree. Now since AB is equal to AC, we can say that angle B is equal to angle C because of isosceles triangle property. Now in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree because of angle sum property. Now angle A plus angle B is nothing but 60 degree and angle C is also 60 degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle A is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree. Angle A is equal to 60 degree. Now example number 5. It says that it is given that AB is equal to CF and EF is equal to BD and angle AFE is equal to angle CBD. We have to prove that triangle AFE is congruent to triangle CBD. So here it is given that AB is equal to CF. Therefore AB plus BF is equal to BF plus CF. Now adding BF on both sides, we will get AB plus BF is equal to AF and BF plus CF is equal to BC. Now in triangle AFE and triangle CBD, we can say that EF is equal to DB as it is given. Now angle AFE is equal to angle CBD, which is also given. Now AF is equal to CB, which we have proved above. Therefore we can say that triangle AFE is congruent to triangle CBD by SAS rule. Next, example number 6. It says that it is given that AE is equal to AD and BD is equal to CE. We have to show that AEB is equal to ADC. So first we will start with, it is given that AB is equal to CF. So here it is given that AE is equal to AD. We will mark this as 1 and BD is equal to CE or CE is equal to BD. We will mark this as 2. Now we will add 1 and 2. So here it will become AE plus CE is equal to AC. Similarly, AD plus BD is equal to AB. So now we can say that AC is equal to AB. Now in triangle AEB and triangle ADC, we can say that AE is equal to AD as it is given to us. Now angle EAB is equal to angle DAC as they are common. Now AB is equal to AC. We have proved this above. Therefore, triangle AEB is congruent to triangle ADC by SAS rule. Hence proved. Now example number 7. It says that in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB is equal to PQ and BC is equal to QR, and CB and RQ are extended to X and Y respectively, and angle ABX is equal to angle PQY. We have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So in this we will start with, it is given that angle ABX is equal to angle PQR. So we will multiply -1 on both sides. Therefore angle AB minus of angle ABX is equal to minus of angle PQY. Now we will add 180 degree on both sides. Now it will become 180 degree minus angle ABX is equal to 180 degree minus angle PQY. So 180 degree minus angle ABX is nothing but angle ABC. Similarly, angle 180 degree minus angle PQY is equal to PQR, because they form linear pair of angles. Now in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, we can say that AB is equal to PQ as this is given to us, and angle ABC is equal to angle PQR. We have proved this above. And BC is equal to QR as it is given to us. Therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SAS rule. Now example number 13. In this, PS is equal to QR and angle SPQ is equal to angle RQP. We have to prove that triangle PQS is congruent to triangle QPR. So in this we will start with, in triangle PQS and triangle QPR, PS is equal to QR given, and angle SPQ is equal to angle RQP. Why? As it is given to us. And now PQ is equal to QP because they are common. Therefore triangle PQS is congruent to triangle QPR by SAS rule. Now next example is example number 15. It says that PQRS is a quadrilateral and T and U are respectively points on PS and RS, such that PQ is equal to RQ and angle PQT is equal to angle RQU, and angle TQS is equal to angle UQS. We have to prove that QT is equal to QU. Now for this we will start with, it is given that angle PQT is equal to angle RQU. We will mark this as 1. Similarly, angle TQS is equal to angle UQS. We will mark this as 2. Now we will add 1 and 2. Now PQT plus angle TQS is equal to angle PQS. Similarly, angle RQU plus angle QQS is equal to angle RQS. Now in triangle PQS and triangle RQS, PQ is equal to RQ as it is given to us. Similarly, angle PQS is equal to angle RQS. We have proved this above. Now QS is equal to QS as they are common. Therefore, triangle PQS is congruent to triangle RQS by SAS rule. Now we can say that angle QPS is equal to angle QRS by CPCT, and angle QPS is similar as angle QPT. Similarly, angle QRS can be written as angle QRU. So now in triangle QPT and triangle QRU, we can say that PQ is equal to RQ. It is given. Similarly, angle PQT is equal to angle RQU, which is also given. And now angle QPT is equal to angle QRU, which we have proved this. Now, therefore, angle QPT is congruent to triangle QRU by ASA rule. Therefore, we can now say that QT is equal to QU by CPCT. Now example number 17. In this, AC is equal to AE and AB is equal to AD, and angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. We have to prove that BC is equal to DE. So in this we will start with, it is given to us that angle BAD is equal to angle CAE. So now we will add DAC on both sides, which means angle BAD plus angle DAC is equal to angle DAC plus angle CAE. So angle BAD plus angle DAC will become angle BAC. Similarly, angle DAC plus angle CAE will become angle DAE. So now in triangle ABC and triangle DAE, we can say that AB is equal to AD as this it is given to us, and now angle BAC is equal to angle DAE as it is. We have proved this above. Now AC is equal to AC, AE. This is also given. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE by SAS rule. So now we can say that BC is equal to DE by CPCT. Now exercise 12.1. In this we are given that question number 2, in triangle PQR, if PQ is equal to QR and LMNN are the midpoints of the side PQ, QR and RP respectively, we have to prove that LN is equal to MN. So for this we will start with PQ is equal to QR. So half of PQ will also be equal to half of QR, and half of PQ is PL is equal to MR. And now PQ is equal to QR, so we can say that angle Q is equal to angle R because of isosceles triangle property. So now in triangle PLN and triangle RMN, we can say that PL is equal to RM. We have proved this above. Similarly, angle P is equal to angle R. We have proved this above. And Pn is equal to Rn as it is given to us. So now triangle PLN is congruent to triangle RMN by SAS rule. Therefore, we can say that Ln is equal to Mn by CPCT. Now question number 4. It says that in triangle ABC, if angle A is equal to 120 degree and AB is equal to AC, we have to find the values of angle B and angle C. So since AB is equal to AC, we can say that angle B is equal to angle C because of isosceles triangle property. So let angle B is equal to angle C be X. So in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree because of angle sum property. Now angle A is 120 degree plus X is equal to 180 degree. 2x is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree. So 2x is equal to 60 degree. X is equal to 30 degree. Therefore angle B is equal to angle C is equal to 30 degree. Now question number 10. In this, AB is equal to AC and DB is equal to DC. We have to find the ratio of angle ABD and angle ACD. So in this, we are given that AB is equal to AC, which means angle ABC is equal to angle ACB. Why? Because of isosceles triangle property. Similarly, BD is equal to DC. Therefore, angle DBC is equal to angle DCB. We'll mark this as 2 and this one as 1. So we will subtract 2 from 1. So angle ABC minus angle DBC is equal to angle ACB minus of angle DCB. So angle ABC minus angle DBC is equal to angle ABD. Similarly, angle ACB minus angle DCB will be equal to angle ACD. So since they are equal, therefore angle ABD upon angle ACD will be 1:1. Therefore their ratio will be 1:1. Now example number 6. It says that it is given that AB is equal to EF and BC is equal to DE, and AB and B is perpendicular to BD and FE is perpendicular to CE. We have to prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle FEC. So in this, we will start with, it is given that BC is equal to DE. Now we will add CD on both sides. Therefore BC plus CD is equal to CD plus DE. So BC plus CD is equal to BD. Similarly CD plus DE is CE. Now in triangle ABD and triangle FEC, we can say that AB is equal to FE as this is given to us. Similarly, angle B is equal to angle E. as they both are 90°. Now BD is equal to EC, which we have proved. Therefore triangle ABD is congruent to triangle FEC by SAS rule. Now example number 7. It says that it is given that AB is equal to BC and AD is equal to EC. We have to prove that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CBD and BD is equal to BE. So in this we will start with angle. Since it is given to us that AB is equal to BC, we can write as BAE is equal to angle BCD. Why? Because of isosceles triangle property. Now AD is equal to EC. We will add DE on both sides. AD plus DE is equal to EC plus DE. Now AD plus DE is equal to AE. Similarly, DE plus EC is equal to DC. Now in triangle ABE and triangle CBD, AB is equal to CB, which is given to us, and angle BAE is equal to angle BCD, which we have proved, and AE is equal to CD, which we have proved. Therefore triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CBD. Now we can say that BE is equal to BD by CPCD, hence proved. Example number 9. Here line L is the bisector of angle A and B is any point on L, and BP and BQ are perpendiculars from B to the arms of A. We have to show that triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB and BP is equal to BQ. So we will start with, it is given that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 as angle line L is bisector of angle A. Now in triangle APB and triangle AQB, we can say that angle 2 is equal to angle 1 as this is given to us. Now angle P is equal to angle Q as they both are 90°. Now AB is equal to AB as it is common. Now we can say that triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB by AAS rule. So now we can say that BP is equal to BQ by CPCD, hence proved. Now example number 10. It says that AD is a median, which means BD is equal to DC, and BL CM are perpendiculars drawn from B and C respectively on AD and AD produced. We have to prove that BL is equal to CM. Now we will start with, it is given that angle PDL is equal to angle CDM because they are vertically opposite angles. So now in triangle BDL and triangle CDM, BD is equal to CD as it is given to us, and angle PDL is equal to angle CDM, which we have proved. Now angle BLD is equal to angle CMD as they both are 90 degrees. Therefore, triangle BDL is congruent to triangle CDM by AAS rule. Now we can say that BL is equal to CM by CPCT. Hence proved. Now example number 20. It says that angle QPR is equal to angle PQR and M and N are respectively on sides QR and PR of triangle PQR such that QM is equal to PN. We have to prove that OP is equal to OQ. So in this we will start with, in triangle PNQ and triangle QMP, PN is equal to QM. It is given to us. Angle NPQ is equal to angle MQP. This is also given. Now PQ is equal to QP as they are common. Therefore, we can say that triangle PNQ is congruent to triangle QMP by SAS rule. So now angle PNQ is equal to angle QMP by CPCT, which can also, PNQ can also be written as angle PNO and angle QMP can also be written as angle QM. Now in triangle, question number 9. If the base of an isosceles triangle is produced on both sides, we have to prove that the exterior angles so formed are equal to one another. So in this we have to prove that angle ABD is equal to angle ACE. The exterior angle ABD is equal to angle ACE. So in this we are given that AB is equal to AC. Therefore we can say that angle ABC is equal to angle ACB because of isosceles triangle property. Now we will multiply -1 on both sides. So minus of angle ABC is equal to minus of angle ACB. Now we will add 180 degree on both sides. Therefore 180 degree minus angle ABC is equal to 180 degree minus of angle ACB. So here 180 degree minus angle ABC is equal to angle ADB. Similarly 180 degree minus angle ACB is equal to ACE because of linear pair of angles. Therefore, hence proved. Now question number 10. It says that AB is equal to AC and DB is equal to DC. We have to find the ratio of angle ABD and angle AC.